If your team feels flat, if you're constantly repeating yourself, if deadlines slip and you're thinking, why don't they just care? I want you to hear this clearly. A disengaged team isn't a people problem. It's nearly always a leadership system problem. And the good news, that means you can fix it. Because when the right systems are in place, systems create consistency and people create results. Today, I'm going to show you how to turn a disengaged team into a high-performance crew that owns their outcomes, takes pride in their work, and stops dragging you backwards into the weeds. G'day, I'm Phil Bajura from Action Coach Business Steps, and I work with business owners who are sick of fighting fires, sick of carrying the team, and ready to build a workplace where performance is normal. And if you stick with me, you'll walk away with a clear, step-by-step blueprint you can apply immediately. By the end of this video, you'll know why people disengage, and it's not what you think. The 3 leadership levers that create ownership, the meeting rhythm that drives performance without micromanaging, and the culture cues that turn employees into a crew. And if you're thinking, Phil, I've tried meetings, I've tried incentives, I've tried being nicer and being tougher, perfect, because we're going to fix the root cause. So part 1, let's diagnose the real cause of disengagement. And disengagement isn't laziness. Let's call it out. Most team members don't come to work hoping to disappoint you. Disengagement is usually one of these. Unclear expectations, they're guessing what good looks like. No scoreboard, they can't see if they're winning or losing. Inconsistent leadership, standards move depending on the mood. No ownership, decisions are always pushed upward. No meaningful feedback, they only hear from you when something breaks. Here's the test question. If I interviewed your team one by one, could they clearly tell me what success looks like in their role this week? If the answer is sort of, you found the issue. Your job as the leader is to apply your focus, attention, and energy to building a workplace where clarity and accountability are normal, not to doing everyone's job for them. Part 2, build the foundation, clarity plus standards, which create a winning team definition. So, high-performance teams are built on a shared agreement. This is how we operate here. I get clients to build a simple one-page team charter, and it includes 1. The common goal, the why for the crew. Not some fluffy poster, a real practical outcome like deliver every job on time with quality and pride. Or 0 rework weeks become the normal. Or customers can feel the difference in how we operate. 2, the standards, the non-negotiables. These are behaviour standards, not hopes. Things like, we communicate early, not late. We own problems, we don't hide them. And we do what we say we'll do. Number 3, the rules of the game, how we work together. Things like handovers. We clearly communicate all aspects for the job or project so the team understands exactly what is required. Quality checks. We have the standards required and the checklists in place. Escalation rules. When we identify an issue that needs to be resolved that I cannot fix, I bring it to the attention of the whole team. And then meeting rhythms. We hold regular communication meetings so that everyone is on the same page. And here's the kicker. You don't write this alone, you lead it, but the team helps build it. That's where buy-in starts. I worked with a regional trades business, about 14 staff, and the owner was doing 60-hour weeks because everyone kept checking everything with him. We built a team charter and tied to it 3 role scorecards. Within weeks, the team started saying things like, "This isn't a field decision, this is our standard." That's culture shifting, not motivational talks, standards plus systems. Part 3. Ownership comes from role clarity plus scorecards. Turn jobs into outcomes. If you want ownership, stop managing tasks and start leading outcomes. For each key role, define 3 to 5 outcomes that the role produces. 3 to 5 score metrics, how we measure it weekly, and a clear definition of what done is. Examples: operation scheduling, on-time start percent, the rework percent, and your daily schedule accuracy. Sales could be quotes sent, close rate, and average job value. The warehouse or dispatch, the scorecard could look like pick accuracy, dispatch on time percent or DIFOT, and incidents. Now don't overcomplicate it. A scorecard can be a whiteboard, a simple sheet, or a dashboard, as long as the team can see it. Because people engage when they can tell if they're winning. One manufacturing client had great people, but constant frustration. They were busy, but not productive. We set 3 operational numbers on a weekly scoreboard: throughput, rework, on-time delivery. Then we made the team talk about it every week for 15 minutes. The result? Less blame, more problem solving, because the scoreboard turned opinions into facts. Part 4. The meeting rhythm that creates performance without micromanaging. Your cadence equals your culture. Let me give you the simplest rhythm that I use with clients. Number 1 is the daily huddle. No more than 10 minutes. What's the plan today? What's the one risk? And who needs support? Number 2 then is a weekly team meeting. Around 30 to 45 minutes. What were the wins? Start positive. The scoreboard review. Facts, not feelings. The top 3 priorities this week. The issues list. What's blocking us? And commitments. Who owns what and by when. Number 3, the weekly one-to-ones, 20 minutes per person. This is where you coach performance and build trust. Asking questions like, what's working? What's not? What do you need from me? What are you committing to next? And then number 4, the quarterly planning. Set aside half a day for this. Set the next 90 days so the business isn't run by whoever yells the loudest. If you're currently meeting only when there's a problem, you're training your team that meetings are punishment. We flip that. Meetings become the place we win. Part 5. Accountability that feels fair and actually works. The ownership ladder. We create a crew that owns results. You need a shared language for accountability. I teach an ownership ladder in the following way. Blame, not my fault. Excuses, I didn't have time. Waiting, tell me what to do. Ownership, here's what I've done, here are my next steps. And leadership, I've solved it and improved the system so it doesn't happen again. Now listen carefully. Your job isn't to demand ownership while you keep rescuing people. Ownership requires two things. Giving authority, they can actually make the decisions, and then consequences, good and bad, or making sure that the consequences, good and bad, are consistent. The commitment conversation goes something like this. When someone misses a standard, here's the coaching line. Walk me through what happened. Next step, what standard did we agree to? Next step, what will you do next time? Next step, what support do you need? And then finally, great, that's your commitment, and when will it be done? Calm, direct, respectful and consistent. I work with a logistics business where dispatch errors were causing customer complaints weekly. We introduced one simple rule. If an error happens, we fix the process, not just the person. The team started logging issues and suggesting improvements. Why? Because they finally felt safe to own problems. They could see leadership was serious about fixing causes, not just venting frustration. Part 6. Engagement. The leader's energy is contagious. Apply focus, attention and energy to the right things. If you want a better culture, stop pouring your energy into the bottom 10% of problems and start leading the top 3 drivers of engagement. And those drivers are purpose. People want to know their work matters. Number 2, progress. They want to feel they're getting better and winning. And then finally, pride. They want to belong to a crew with standards. And here's the leadership shift. Your attention goes to what gets measured and coached. Your focus goes to the standards you refuse to compromise on. And your energy goes to recognition, clarity and consistency, not firefighting. So let me land this. If your team is disengaged, you don't need a pep talk. What you need is a clear team charter, standards plus rules, role scoreboards, clarity plus winning, a meeting rhythm, cadence plus alignment, and consistent coaching, accountability and growth. That's how you turn a disconnected group into a high-performance crew that owns results. And if you want help applying this to your business so it fits your industry, your team and your goals, book a free strategy session with me. Head to businesssteps.actioncoach.au and use the contact form. Because at the end of the day, turning business dreams into reality isn't luck, it's leadership.